Hey everybody, welcome to Studio 64. My name's David. I've been searching the interzones for more science, space and tech news to share with you. Came across this at rt.com. Yes, well, if you don't think that there's a coordinated attack going on here on our freedom of speech, then I can't convince you anymore. Telegram is under investigation in India. Yes, the messaging app's founder Pavel Durov has been arrested in France over reported accusations of failing to moderate the platform. Now, India's on it, and there's been rumours and rumblings that it was Washington, D.C. that decided to push for Pavel's arrest because social media that's popular cannot be controlled, therefore we can't have it. Look what's happened to Rumble. The EU tried to in France, decided to have a crack at Rumble. Streaming video service. Chris Pavlovsky told him to stick it where it hurts. Elon Musk did the same to Brazil. Stick it. Prior to that, before Elon took over, everyone loved Twitter. And everyone loved Elon. You put the two together, a bit of freedom of speech, and this is the sort of thing that goes on. You notice how YouTube and Meta with Instagram and Facebook haven't been touched? Yes. Wonder why that is. Probably because they toe the line. Yeah, fascinating, isn't it? The Indian government is investigating Telegram over concern that its messaging app is being used for criminal activities such as extortion and gambling, according to online media outlet Money Control. The report follows the arrest of Telegram's CEO Pavel Durov in France over the weekend. Yeah, but everyone says, well, they must be doing the wrong thing. Facebook and Instagram are still working in these countries. Yeah, because Zuckerbucks will literally, and I mean literally, toe the line. You may get fined. You may see articles on Facebook did this or Meta did that or Instagram did that, but the place is still going. Fascinating, isn't it? Yeah. I would say Gabs had a lot. The Gabs, another application, a messaging system, another social media system. That'll be pushed. Why do you think they're pushing Uncle Elon and trying to bloody kick him out? Because the United States government and the EU lost control of one of their propaganda tools. Dr. Joseph Goebbels would be having, I think right at the moment, Dr. Joseph Goebbels, the Nazi propaganda minister, would be having a wet dream in hell if he could get his hands on social media and manipulate it the way it's been manipulated. Dear oh dear. Until you got Pavel Chekhov, Chris Pavlovsky, right? And Uncle Elon. Yeah, they're going to watch themselves because this is just not good. Apparently, Uncle Elon has had a couple of death threats against him. It's fascinating. The investigation into the messaging platform is being led by the Indian Cybercrime Coordination Centre under the Ministry of Home Affairs and the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Money Control wrote on Monday. The app could even be banned in India, depending on the probe findings, the publication cited a government official as saying. And everyone goes, but if you obey the rules, you won't be in trouble, David. Well, these guys, yep, they obey the rules in the countries that they're being used in. But all they got to do is just say, no, you can't stop somebody from saying that. Blammo. The rules change. The rules become elastic. But preferential enforcement. Only for certain people and certain applications. Again, look at how much Facebook's gotten away with, and it's still going. Fascinating, isn't it? Dear, oh dear. Yes, the Telegram is one of India's most widely used messaging apps, boasting over 5 million registered users, noted Money Control. The report suggests that the probe is looking into activities such as extortion and gambling, allegedly facilitated through peer-to-peer communications among Telegram users. WhatsApp is owned by Meta, as I've said, because, they own Instagram and Facebook. Why isn't WhatsApp going through this this sort of scrutiny, I should say? Why isn't it being pushed and investigated constantly? Oh, they'll do some paperwork investigations to make it look like they're doing something, but it's still there and still being used. It's fascinating, isn't it? Now, though the app complies with India's information technology or IT rules, the fact that it does not have an office in the country is reportedly complicating the government's efforts to regulate and investigate the platform. Well, can't help bad luck. The Russian tech entrepreneur Pavel Durov, who is also a citizen of France, the UAE, and St. Kitts and Nevis, was detained upon landing in Paris-Le Bourget airport on Saturday. He is reportedly being accused of failing to curb criminal activities on his platform, and the app's strong encryption tools allegedly allow criminals to flourish. The French authorities said in an official statement would be issued on Monday. Yes, and I did a live stream earlier today, which if you're on Rumble, you can see it now. But we cover that with Macron. I'm going to upload it to YouTube, Odyssey, and BitChute as well, where you can see in there that Macron has come out and said, only if they obey the rules and the rule of the law, but you keep changing the law. Or you have a law that says ABC. But if you look down the paragraphs below, there's also XYZ. Yeah. Kind of like, we've got a law to protect children. And then down the bottom it's got, unless you're a kitty cuddler, you can do whatever you like. But everyone goes, you just don't want children protected. That law's to protect children. It says so in the title. Yeah, well, the Democratic bloody Republic of bloody North Korea is not a democracy, even though it says so in the title. All right? So these laws are designed to be, was it rules for me and not for thee, all that sort of crap? It's fascinating, isn't it? So a Telegram statement on Sunday insisted that the company complies with EU laws and content moderation policies, adding that it's absurd to claim that Durov is responsible for the misuse of the platform by bad actors. Many Russian politicians have condemned Durov's arrest, with some suggesting it could be politically motivated. Oh, it is. It's definitely politically motivated. It's because it can't be controlled. This is the thing that go onto YouTube. Have a look if you're aware of if you're just a user of YouTube, you won't be aware of what you're not allowed to say on YouTube. Right? And some of the things that people say on YouTube aren't allowed are perfectly fair and reasonable. Some of the things they do are perfectly fair and reasonable, but they're still either demonetized with millions of subscribers, or they're banned completely. It's entirely and utterly ridiculous, and yet you'll get naked yoga, which comes under health and fitness. Now, I promise I won't do any nude yoga on this channel, but you understand what I mean. It comes under health and fitness or health and lifestyle or something on YouTube, and there's bloody women bloody exposing themselves all over the bloody place. And that's some of the mild stuff. But you come in there and go, I'm going to support Donald Trump in the next election because it's my right to vote the way, bang, you're gone. Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. I've seen it with AI too. AI went woke and said you type in, I'm voting in the next election. That's great. Who are you voting for? Donald Trump. Let's not talk about divisive policies or individual figures, blah, 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 blah. But if you typed in at that point, I'm voting for Joe Biden or Kamala Harris, great. What policies are you most excited about? Well, that's going to be a difficult conversation, ChatGPT, because Kamala Harris hasn't got any policies, and if she has, she's ripped them off Donald Trump. Well, she's saying, you know, the economy's that bad, I'll fix it when you vote me in. You're already in there now, woman. That you can go onto YouTube and Facebook and just praise Kamala Harris to the hilt. If you try and praise Donald Trump, guarantee there'll be some penalty for the creator. Comments will be removed from users left, right, and center. It's ridiculous. You should be able to vote for who you want to vote for. It's the projection. Donald Trump is evil. No. Stopping people from voting for who they want to vote for is evil. It's not a democracy anymore. So don't say Donald Trump's a danger to democracy when it's the powers that be in America, in Washington, that try to stop people from voting for him. It's not the first time. I believe the Americans tried to get Abraham Lincoln off the ballot in the South during that presidential election because he was a free the slaveries person. And he did the slavery freedom bit, and then guess what happened? Tried to get him off the ballot. When they couldn't get him off the ballot, he won, and then he got shot. Gee, interesting, isn't it? A little bit around the wrong way, and a little bit of, but you can see what's happening with Trumpy. Yeah, they want to get him off the ballot because he was a danger to democracy, just like Abraham Lincoln was. Funny enough, he was a Republican. John Wilkes Booth was a Democrat. Anyway, I digress. Yes, many politicians have condemned Durov's arrest, some suggesting it would be politically motivated. Russia's top human rights official, Tatiana Moskalikova, claimed the French authorities arrested Durov because they wanted to shut down the censorship-free platform. According to journalist Andrei Medvedev, Durov is a major figure in the current conflict with Ukraine, as Telegram is effectively an alternative to closed military communications. Multiple public figures in the West, including journalist Tucker Carlson and entrepreneur Elon Musk, have also spoken out in Durov's defence. And people say, but my feelings get hurt if I go on social media and see something there I don't like. Well, don't look at it then. There's a bit of wise words for you. It's something very, very profound. It's common sense, you morons. If I don't like what's on television, I change the bloody channel. Even though I don't watch TV that much anymore. But you get my point. If you don't like what you see on social media, just don't look at it. Just unfollow the account. It's not that difficult. Dear Lord. Like in COVID, we had to teach people how to wash their hands again. I mean, to come out and change your bloody nappy as well? Dear Lord. All right, well, my name is David. Thanks for joining me for another Studio 64 Science, Space and Tech News update. I shall see you in the next one. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. If you're up for it, drop a comment down below the video, because I'd love to hear what you think. All right, take care, and as I always say, if you can't be good at it. And as I also always say,